All right, what about now?
What about now?
Let's see. Audio now? Oops, I should have tested that first.
Yep, you okay? You okay? B Prince, let us know if there's audio now, man.
Okay, so B Prince says, yep, loud and clear. Okay, so what's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. We got Lambo in the house.
Y'all see?
And your name is Lamont?
Lamayan.
Lamayan. We got Lamayan in the house. We got Duke in the house. And, yeah, we're just hanging out. We're going to be just chilling. So if you guys need anything or have any questions or anything like that, you can throw them in here. I'll be checking this kind of along the way as we go. And, yeah, so just real impromptu. We're just hanging out, guys. So, you know, this is just the raw reality of it. And, Lambo, now I'm going to have to ask you to do something for me real quick.
Man, you
on this
tell
live.
me anything, Vaughn. Come on now.
Can you just inspect my hair and just tell these guys that I'm not wearing a wig?
Now, hold on.
Can you please do that?
Hold on. Vaughn is not wearing a wig, y'all.
I mean, you can pull it.
Vaughn, if you need me to comb it out, I'll comb it out, man, and get your Johnny Depp on, man. Whatever you need me to do, I got you.
It's like a wig, but it's not a wig.
It's not a wig.
Yeah, it's
you
not
can
a wig.
see it's not. You can see.
Yeah.
You can do. So he's here, guys. He's here.
Did somebody
with me.
say that that's a wig, man?
They're saying I'm wearing a wig, right?
A wig.
It's not a wig. Okay, it's not a wig, guys. You know, I did have the bald look for a while, but I grew my hair out, right?
Yeah.
And
it looks nice, man. It really looks nice,
thank you.
boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there it is. I mean, I've got witnesses. So you don't have any witnesses. I got witnesses right here.
Hey,
All right, so
it.
we get witnesses over here.
I'm telling you, man.
All right,
This is
so
love, man.
let me go ahead and share the screen here.
Awesome.
All right, guys. So this is what we're looking at now. When you first look at this, and I brought in the TV, and I put it up here so that way you guys can see everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me see if we got. Okay, good. So they can see as well. Perfect. All right. Now, this looks probably like a lot of scrambled eggs right now. You know, just with a lot of crazy stuff on the screen or whatever, especially if you're new to trading. So I'm going to be taking you guys through a lot of stuff today. Did you guys get signed up for Pocket Option yet?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So you want to get signed up for Pocket Option, get signed up for Fibit. Okay, this is Fibit. So this is a boutique broker, right? And it's for trading Bitcoin. You got Bitcoin, you got Ethereum, you got Cardano, and you got Bitcoin Cash. Okay, this one does not make you guys KYC. It's crypto in, crypto out.
Okay.
Okay, and what that means is you're nobody's tracking what you're doing, right? Nobody's watching what you're doing. Nobody's reporting anything, right? So it's KYC free. So all you do is you sign up with an email or whatever. I got my email in there and fund it, and then you're good to go. Another good thing about Fibit is this has instant withdrawals. Okay,
Wow.
so you don't have to go through a big rigmarole with withdrawals. A lot of times that's a problem when you have brokers. Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful of a few things, and maybe we'll start with that before I actually get into the technicals. What you guys have to understand is that the brokers are there to make money too.
Yeah.
Okay, and they are going to have the odds stacked in their favor.
Yeah.
Just like the casino, right? Just like the sports books, they're there to get their money, right? So what we're looking for is a fair broker.
Yeah.
Okay, they can charge their fees, that's fine, but when it comes to actually manipulating the markets against you, you have to be careful, because once you get profitable, some brokers will do that. All right? And you got something called OTC trading, which is over-the-counter trading.
Yep.
You have to be careful there because the broker is entirely in control when it says OTC. All right, for example, let me pull up Pocket Option real quick and I'll give you guys an example.
This is the sauce, everyone.
Yeah.
The real sauce.
Why my computer's being slow today. All right, so here's pocket option. Now, pocket option is a great broker, but you have to use it the right way, and you have to know how to use it. Okay? Pocket option is going to deal with a lot of these OTC trades. And what that means is pocket option is in complete control, right? And that's fine as long as you play the game right. And depending on how the markets are looking today, I might do an example of how to work with pocket option and how to use it and the best ways to use it. Okay, but even though it's OTC, this is still one of my favorite brokers. But you got to use it the right way, guys. This is not a broker that you're going to sit at your computer for 8 hours a day and trade at.
Yeah.
Okay, because you'll have first hour you'll be successful, the second hour you'll be successful, and then all of a sudden you'll notice every single trade is going against you as soon as you enter it. That means the algorithm has gotten involved, and it's going to take your account.
Yeah.
And you will liquidate your account, and you will lose your money.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that no YouTube guru is going to be talking about this. Nobody's going to teach this. But I'm telling you the real truth of how this works. You can make money here, but you got to be careful. All right, so these are OTC pairs. You see they're given 92% profit on the OTC pairs, but then when you get down to the regular pairs, these regular pairs are connected to the regular market, and they're only giving you 71%, right? Now, can pocket option manipulate the regular pairs too? I believe that they can after a while if you get too profitable.
Yeah.
And you'll see it because the screen, the pocket option screen will start flicking.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll get little information like that. What else will it do? Oh, it'll freeze. That's another thing. It'll start to freeze. And then it'll come back on and you've lost the trade.
Wow.
Right? So you gotta, they're slick. They're slick with it. Pocket option is an unregulated broker. They're an offshore broker. Nobody is watching them. Right?
Okay.
So while you can make money with it, you got to do it the way that I teach. If you do it the way that I teach, you'll be profitable. If you deviate from the way that I teach it, you won't be. And that's not because I'm anybody special. It's because I made all the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
I've made all the mistakes, hopefully for you, so you guys don't have to turn around and make the same mistakes that I've made. All right. A lot of you guys know my story. If you look on the wall back there, I've got all my plaques and newspaper articles and everything. I was one of the most productive insurance brokers in the United States. Not in the state, in the country, right? Before I caught a felony, caught 2 felonies actually, went to prison, lost my insurance license.
Yeah.
So I had to learn something.
Yeah.
Because when you got felonies, you can't get a normal job. That's very difficult.
Yeah.
Right? It's very difficult. And so it put me in a position where it was either sink or swim. And because of that, I learned how to become profitable.
Yeah.
Right? And that's and so so I'm nobody special. But I learned it, so I encourage everybody to take very seriously the things that I say.
Yeah.
When I talk about the pocket option, I'm not lying. Do it like I teach you and you're good. Deviate from the way I teach it and they'll take your money, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a dirty game.
Yeah. At least we know you.
Yeah.
We know each other, but they don't know each other. They don't know us. They just, they're there for their profit.
They're there for their money, exactly.
Yep.
All right, so Fibit is a pretty fair broker. What they will do is they will charge you a percentage when you get into the trade. So, for example, on this Bitcoin Cash, if I get into a trade, they're going to charge 6%. That means I have to be 6% right, 6% in profit to break even, and then I have to go above and beyond that for the growth.
Right.
For example, we can look at one of my positions here. This was a sell. The P&L was 8.10%.
Okay.
The fees were 6%, so I came out with a 2.1% gain.
Yep.
Is there anything wrong with that? Not at all. You know, you can do 2% gains and compound yourself into oblivion. We all got excited over Novatech that was doing 3% a week. This is 2% in one trade. You know, and there's other trades like this that we can look at as well. Okay, some of these have better percentage outcomes. Like this one, I did 40%, so that was a 34% gain. This one, I did 15%, so that was a 9 some odd percent gain.
This is all today, right? Or
These were yesterday's trades.
This is yesterday's
These
trade.
are yesterday's trades.
So these trades were like, how long were you in the trade? In and out, or how what kind of trade?
They were scalp trades, so I was in it for maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Wow, I like it. I like
So,
that kind
yeah,
of trade.
yeah.
That's my kind of trade.
Yeah. So we're not doing like
I
really
could stay,
long.
I could stay
yeah.
awake for that one.
Yeah. So Vaughn, with teaching your method, in which a lot of people have probably they have seen and are learning, is it more better to really study one particular product, or multiple different particular products out there?
All right. So what I'm going to be teaching you guys today is price action.
Yeah.
Okay, and price action works no matter what asset you're trading.
Okay.
Okay. For example, yesterday I spent the majority of the day trading gold, and it worked out beautifully.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is your setup.
Yeah.
Now, if that setup is on gold, then you trade gold. If that setup is on odd JPY, you'll trade odd JPY. If that setup is on McDonald's in the stock market, you can do that too, right? So that's what you're looking for with the strategy that I teach. Is you're looking for price action, and so we're not. And here's another thing. This is important. In the world of the internet and the world of YouTube and everything, there are a lot of people teaching all kinds of different methodologies. They're teaching all types of different trading. You've got schools, and what you have to understand is that those people are making money, right? And like a lot of times they make the majority of the money off of their classes, right? And not from actually trading, right? And so their styles and the things that they teach, they might sound slick, they might sound simple, they might sound really, really sexy, okay? But the barometer test is, does it work over time?
Is it making you money?
Yeah. Because what good is it to get like 100 pips one day, and then you lose 300 the next 3 days, right? You know what I mean? Now you've lost money.
Yeah.
So...
and explain what a pip is, just in case Champ would like to know, and anybody else out there.
So a pip stands for point in percentage, right? It's also known as points. So when you've got $1, and then you've got 1 cent, and then you've got fractions of a cent, those things are pips, points in percentage, right? So when we trade, we're trading with leverage. So you can see that this has a 50x leverage here. And so the market doesn't have to move a lot for me to make money, right? It just has to move in the direction that I'm predicting. Okay? So profitable trading is not sexy. Okay? Profitable trading is having a system and repeating that process over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not, there's no magic formula, okay? It's just discipline and repeating the process, okay? And if you repeat the process I show you, you're going to win more trades than you lose.
Yeah.
Are you going to lose trades? Yes. But you're going to win more, and you're going to make more money on the winners than when you lose on the losers. And if you repeat that process and do it over and over again, that's how you become profitable. There is no secret code. You know what I mean? It's just the secret code really is discipline, stability, and being able to do it over and over again. So what happened to me, when my back was up against the wall, I was forced to be profitable. I didn't have time or money that I could afford to lose at that point. I had to become profitable. Yeah.
Stay focused.
Yeah. It was either that or lose everything and back to mom and dad again. You know what I mean? And I've said this before. When I went to prison, I deserved what happened to me, okay, at that point. Because I broke the law, and when you break the law, you got to pay the piper, man. You got to face the music.
Yeah.
But when I lost my insurance licenses after I had gotten out and after I had built myself back up, I felt that that was a low blow.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are you doing? Are you forcing me to, to find something outside of the law?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be a productive member of society here, and you're pulling the carpet out from under me. So it put me in a position where I had to learn to not just make money, but be able to make comparative money to what I was making as an insurance broker.
Yeah.
Right? Hopefully that makes sense.
No, that makes sense because Duke wants to make sure that he's making comparable money wherever he goes, whether he's here or whether he's over back home in Africa, whether he's on the beach in China or Thailand or whatever the case may be, or even in Paris. He says, hey, I want to be able to do this thing and consistently do this thing the right way.
All right, so let me make sure my VPN is connected. So you live in Africa?
Sometimes, yeah, travel back and forth.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. That means you can go on an overseas broker. So let me see.
So when I'm over there, I can't stay with the same broker while I'm there.
Okay, good. I'm overseas. No, I'm going to show you guys a broker that can be only connected to overseas. So you can connect here with a VPN, but you're going to have an overseas address, which wouldn't be a problem for you since you can get addresses in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that also. I'll pull that up.
And is there any variation difference, Vaughn, between using a broker like Pocket Options or Fibet, rather it is versus to using an overseas broker that may be taking different fees, or they may try to trade against you, like you said, with Fibet or Pocket Options?
So, in my experience, Fibet will not trade against you.
Okay.
They charge you high prices to trade, right? So they're going to take 6% off the top, right? And that's that's part of the deal. Yeah. So they're making their money that way. And this particular broker, IQ Option, is regulated. And since it's regulated, that's why they don't offer services to the United States.
Wow.
Because the United States doesn't want this.
Okay.
Right? The United States won't regulate what it is that they're doing, which is this type of binary options trading. Now, if you get a broker like Pocket Option that's completely unregulated, you got to be careful because they can manipulate. They can come in and trade against you and get your money. Okay? So, you notice there's no OTC going on here. Right. This is Euro JPY. You can check this. You can back test it. You can check it on TradingView. Everything is above board on this. The trouble for United States people is you have to have an address overseas, right? Yeah. You have to have ID from overseas, right? Or you can't get in. They'll kick you out because they don't want to get shut down. Yeah. So.
But you said Fibet is offshore.
Yeah, Fibet's a crypto broker. So crypto trading is legal everywhere. It's just a crypto trading is basically unregulated anyway. Yeah.
So say if someone who was wanting Vaughn to possibly look forward to renewing their residency overseas or outside of the United States, then they could do IQ Option, right?
Yeah, the bottom line is you've got to have an ID outside of the United States, or you have to know somebody who lives outside of the United States who's willing to KYC for you.
Oh, well, that's
right. So if you know somebody, like, for example, in the Philippines,
right,
and you say, hey, I want to trade on this platform, they don't accept United States clients, would you be willing to KYC for me? Then you just have that deal with them. You make that deal with them, and then you can trade using their information. Right, it's just like you were trading on their behalf.
So if like Duke has brothers and everything,
no, I have address. That's not a problem. I have address. Yeah, I can use my home address, no problem.
No problem with that. Yeah. So could he double dip then with 5-bit and IQ option?
Oh,
Then?
whenever I'm back over here, I'll do 5-bit. When I'm back over there, I use the outside broker. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you, Duke, is I'd trade pocket option in the morning, right, and get in, make a little bag, get out,
Okay.
and then leave it alone, right? Let them reset because every day pocket option resets.
Yeah.
I know that because they send out a trading statement at the end of every day, right? And so every day they reset. So that means every morning you can get a little bag before they come in and start messing around,
Okay.
right? Now, then what I would do...
Morning means United States time.
Yeah.
I'm 7-8 hours ahead of your time, you know?
The main thing...
So I just use your time.
Yeah, well, or just do it once a day.
Okay.
Do it once a day.
Okay.
Stay in for less than an hour. And get out.
I don't
right?
even want to stay
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, so what I would do is I'd do that in the morning, and then during the trading day, I would use IQ option.
Okay.
And also, what I would do is I would trade 5-bit at the same time, because 5-bit, you're dealing with market movements, okay? So you're not dealing with strictly binary. So that means the more the market moves, the more money you're going to make, right? And you can use the system either way. All right, so let me take off the indicators here. See if I can do that. All right, so when you start with any broker, you're going to have something that looks like this.
Yeah.
Right? And so even some brokers won't even start you off on candlesticks, right? Some brokers will look like this when you start off, right? And they're just showing the lines. So the first thing that you want to do, and this is going to be, you know, I have to be crazy for giving away all this sauce, bro.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
You got
like,
LAMBO here,
yeah,
and Duke and
you know what I mean?
So you good.
Also, I linked your YouTube, so in case somebody watches the video afterward, they can find you.
Oh my
right?
God!
So he's there in the description, guys. So is my trading courses and stuff. All right, so change it to candles. Boom. All right. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over the indicators one by one with you, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to use them. All right. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our indicators down here, and I'm gonna put in the RSI.
Now, again, what does RSI stand for?
That stands for Relative Strength Index. Okay, and let me just find it here. Oh, I can search. All right, you don't need to set anything up. You can apply it just like it comes. Okay, here it is. Now, let's talk about it. The RSI tells you when the market is overbought, when the market is oversold, and it also tells you the direction that the market's currently moving in.
Okay.
All right, so if you look up here, this green 70 line, and you look up here how this chart has moved outside the line.
Yeah.
Okay, that indicates overbought. That means it's going to come down, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Came down. All right, over here, overbought. What happened? Came down. Over here, oversold. Look at how you're way outside of the bottom line.
Wow.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's showing that you're oversold. Now, once it starts pointing back up, like look, it's doing it right here. Doing it right here, right now. It's pointing back up. Okay? Once it starts pointing back up, that indicates that the market's moving back up. Okay? So it's pointing back up right here. You could get in and you would have won on all these trades going up. Each candlestick is 1 minute. Each trade is more or less 1 minute. You can see the line here. This red line is going to show you where that trade is going to end. So binary options in IQ option, you're dealing with 1 minute trades. Now let's talk about momentum with RSI. If you look here, you got the 50 line, right? Anything above the 50 line means that you have upward momentum, meaning prices, the momentum is going up.
Right.
Anything under the 50 line means the momentum is going down. So if you see this cross the 50 line, that means the market just changed momentum. It's no longer having upward momentum like this. It's now having downward momentum like this over here. This is downward momentum. Okay? So what does it show you? It shows you overbought, it shows you oversold, and it shows you momentum. It's a momentum indicator. If you're under the 30, you're oversold. If you're above the 70, you're overbought. So what's the market going to do when it's oversold?
Yeah, it's got to change direction.
Right.
Go back the opposite way.
What's it going to do when it's overbought?
It's going to go back down.
Because it continually corrects itself.
Right. So the 50 would be almost like in football, the 50-yard line, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We at the halfway mark, we can go either way, right? When you get to the 50, you know what? Teams get momentum, they're trying to score a touchdown, right?
Correct. Now, when I use this, I only get in if it's overbought or oversold. I don't play around in the middle, okay? So I'll get in down here, when it's oversold, and I would get in for a buy and try to catch that move. Okay? Do you guys have any questions about RSI?
Oh, I like RSI. Champion, what about you?
No questions so far, actually.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense?
What about you, dude? He's fine. Okay, yep, RSI. We good to go.
All right, let's see what we got going on. We still got B prints.
People are nuts for missing this, man.
Oh, B prints, you're so right, but they'll see it on the replay. If you have any questions, B prints, let us know. Y'all need to yell Novatech 3 times to get people to pay attention. Yeah, I should have put Novatech in the headline, right? I just put Chillin with Lambo Drew. All right, let me fix this a little bit to try to get all of our faces in there. It's the best we can do. They're gonna get you're gonna get the main cameo.
Yeah.
You got.
Yeah.
All right. So,
all eyes on dude.
All right. Okay. So we got the RSI. Now, the next one that I'm going to show you guys is the stochastic. All right. So I'm going to go to indicators, and we're just going to search for the stochastic.
Okay. And stochastic means what, Vaughn, for people out there?
All right. Stochastic oscillator. We don't need to put any settings. We're just going to apply it how it is. Okay. So what the stochastic oscillator is it shows the historical movement of the market. Okay. So even in a trend, the stochastic oscillator will still show you the tops and the bottoms. The RSI will not. If you're trending, the RSI is just going to be above 50 the whole time. The stochastic will not. The stochastic will show you the top and the bottom, even in a trend. Wow. So you can find where the bottom of that trend is to get in for an upward trade. You can find where the top of that trend is to get in for a downward trade.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what the stochastic oscillator does. Now, what I like to see on the stochastic is a lot of good crossovers. This is a crossover here. Okay? This is a crossover here.
What about the middle of the indicator? Up, lower indicator, upper indicator.
Right, so you see where it's... Oh, you talk about the 2 lines?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the lines that cross over. Yeah. So it's crossing over each other, and it's crossing over the 30 line. Yeah. It's crossing over each other, and it's crossing over the 20 line.
That's where you get in.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Down. Now, you see how it's like chilling outside of the line down there? Mm-hmm. That's not ideal. So that's actually where you don't want to get in.
So you get in.
Right, you don't want to look. So we want to look for something that's giving this nice crossovers, right? So we're going to look for that, right? So we're going to go to options. We're going to go to our binary options. We'll look at odd JPY. Okay, it's all right. It's not great, right? We still are hanging out here. We're hanging out here. I want to see some good crossover action. So let's see if we can find something like that. This is pretty good. Lots of good crossovers happening here. This is GBP USD binary.
Yeah.
All right, so we were oversold down here and oversold down here. It looks like it's getting ready to come back up. So what we would want to see is we would want to see this stochastic cross over the 20 line.
Yeah.
And once it crosses over, that gives us our up indicator. And then also if we get that up indicator on the RSI, now we've got two confirmations that it's starting to move in the upward direction, right? So at this point, it's kind of all about patience, right?
Okay.
Waiting for our indicators to give us the signs.
So will there be anything that you would set to see if that actually hits that Stoke line so that it could actually say, hey, now is the time to buy? Is there something we can sell or something that we can look for saying, hey, now it's this indicator, we should be able to get back in it? Or is it something you manually have to do?
Well, I would recommend watching it, especially when you're doing like 1 minute trades.
Yeah.
You know, I would recommend watching it. Look for the move, right? So you'll get it to start to loop. You see how it's actually looping down?
Yeah.
That means it's not ready yet. It's not ready. So we're not anticipating the market. We're waiting for the market to show us what it's doing.
Yeah.
Right? And it will. So it'll show us a crossover on the RSI and it'll show us a crossover here on the stochastic. Once it shows us that, we can try for an upward directional trade, upward directional move. Okay? And I like this because we've got a lot of crossovers happening. Okay? We got a lot of up-down movement, right? And we got a lot of side-to-side movement.
Yeah.
Okay? And that is what I'm looking for. Okay? I'm looking for a stable market. Right? I don't need to get into a crazy market. I'm not trying to make $1 million in one day. Right? I'm looking for a stable market that's got a top, it's got a bottom, and it's going to fluctuate back and forth. Okay? And these indicators are going to show me that.
Just exercise patience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about patience. It's all about waiting for the right time, the right setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where it makes it difficult. If you're an impatient person, it's tough.
Yeah.
Well, that's what all these people are doing right now. All these people are anticipating that it's going to go up, so they keep pushing buy trades, and they're pushing the market down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. We're going to wait for the signs, the indicators to show us it's going up. Okay? This brings me to another good point. Anybody who tells you that technical analysis is technical analysis doesn't work, they are selling you something. All right? Flat out.
Yeah.
Because the keys are you can't overthink it, you can't make it too hard, and you just got to be consistent, and you have to have patience and self-discipline, right? Technical indicators are what they are. They're just showing you what the market's doing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's so anybody who says that is definitely trying to
Pull your leg.
they're just trying to get. They're doing it. Everybody's in the game to make money, right? I'm in the game to make money.
Right.
You're in the game. We're all in the game to make money.
Right.
Right? We just want to be smart about what's going on. Now, see, that was a momentum candle. Okay, so I can go in for a higher trade on that. Yeah, that's a momentum candle in the up direction. And we've got a strong crossover here on the RSI, and it looks like it's getting ready to cross over on the stochastic. And when you get a big, long momentum candle like that, sometimes it's an indicator that the market's going to go up. So we'll see what it does here.
And it's funny how it shows $1 going up like that.
Yeah, well, that's because I put in a trade for $1.
Okay.
I put in a trade, so that's my trade for $1. So we'll see if we can catch that on the upward move. And then I'll show you what to do if it doesn't. Now we've got the crossover on the stochastic, and we're up here where our momentum is building on the RSI in the upward direction. So those are two indicators that's showing us up.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we go. We resulted in a profit. Okay, so 86 cents. So we're good to go.
So let's assume with that 86 cents, and you have $20,000 in that you traded with.
Oh yeah.
What would it look like?
It'll look like a lot of money, but don't ever do that.
Okay.
Like I don't care if you're a multimillionaire. don't ever put in a $20,000 binary options trade. It's just not worth it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's too much risk, and you know, because if you lose that whole 20,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, if you trade, you start with $1, and you do a basic martingale strategy. You can continue to place higher trades up to a certain amount when you lose, right? That way, once you do have a winning trade, you make that money back that you lost, right? And so I'll show that to you guys in a few minutes. So do you guys understand the stochastic?
Yes.
All right. Is there any questions that anybody has on the stochastic?
Huh?
It's gonna be more and more easier to read.
More and more easier to read. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So when it's outside, what does that mean down here? Oversold.
Oversold.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it's outside up here, overbought. What are we looking for? We're looking for that crossover.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're looking for. We didn't anticipate. We waited. It showed us the crossover. It showed us the crossover. We got in.
The crossover momentum, either up or down.
Correct. Yep. Once it's crossing over on the stochastic, it tells you it's getting ready to go down. Once it's crossing up, it tells you it's getting ready to go back up.
And that's on a minute chart too, right, Vaughn?
Yeah, everything is 1 minute here.
Yeah.
Everything is 1 minute. All right, so the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do the 200 EMA. I'm going to show you how to set that. So I'm going to type in MA, moving average.
Now, if somebody wanted to, Vaughn, could they just trade off of the RSI as well as the stock and just say, hey, forget it, we're just going to trade off of this and check movement? Or is there other...
Some people trade off the RSI alone.
Really?
And have, you know, have decent results. What I say is if you can make money doing it, go ahead. But what I recommend is I'm only going to teach a couple more indicators here. If you can get all 4 of these indicators hitting at the same time, you're gonna have a very good percentage of winning that trade. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this is it's a moving average, or MA. We're gonna set the period to 200. Okay, and then I'm gonna change this type from SMA to EMA.
And what's the difference?
So the period means how many candles.
Okay.
So if you set it for 200 candles, that means it's going 200 candles back.
Okay. So you're seeing the history.
Yeah. And the EMA stands for the moving average, and what that means is it's going to tell you is the market overall biased up or biased down.
Okay.
So is it overall going up? I'm talking about the whole market.
Yeah.
Is it overall going up right now or going down? The 200 EMA is going to tell you that.
200 candles.
Yeah, and I'm going to change this to yellow. And I'm going to make it a little bit more thick. And apply. So 200 EMA, put it to a color that you can see, and apply.
Use the yellow. I can't go wrong with that.
All right. So what does this tell us? This tells us that overall the market is in consolidation because it's going up above and dropping slightly down below, right? That means it's neither biased up nor down right now. It's very stable. It's going in consolidation, right? Now this is a miniature upward move and this is a miniature downward move, but overall it's stable. Now look, we're getting back down here on the oversold again, right? We're getting back down here on the oversold again, right? So if we see it start to go up, that might be an indication for us to get into for another trade, right? We'll just just keep an eye on it and see what it does. All right, so the moving average should be pretty easy to understand, right? Let's do that. So you see how you get that long green candle?
Yeah.
That's a momentum candle. That's the same one we got over here, right? And what that shows is a shift in momentum when you get a long candle like that. And sometimes those candles go much higher, right? And it just shows you that, hey, the momentum is shifting, the market is changing. And so now we're seeing the small upward move on the RSI. We're seeing it on the stochastic down here, the RSI right here. And we've got about 47 more seconds in the trade. So if it does pull up, then we're good. And if not, I'll show you what to do in that case as well.
And so those two indicators on the right hand side that says either higher or lower, that's exactly what we're really going for, either higher or lower in the market, right?
Yep, and it's so what you're saying is in 1 minute is the market going to go higher or lower,
Yep.
right? And you're deciding that, and then your $1, that's how much your trade is, right? So if you're wrong, you lose that dollar, and if you're right, you make that 86 cents, right? So this one's very close. Looks like it might not quite end in profit. So I'll just change this to $2, and we'll try one more to see if it goes up. All right, now that's actually good. It went down, and then we got in on the bottom of that candle right there.
Okay.
So I lost that $1 trade. I went in for a $2 trade with the expectation that it may continue to go up. Now my indicators are starting to go against me. So if the $2 trade loses, I'm not going to keep on trading, right? I'm going to wait for another
Strong indicator
another
going
indication
up.
to get
Yep.
in. Yeah. So let's see how this one plays out.
22 seconds, y'all. This is the exciting part, right? Like 1 minute allows you to either know whether you're getting ready to make some money or you're gonna lose some money. It's either that.
That's it, and you know right away.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to worry about it. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna know.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so we got our 172.
Hey.
We've brought our account up over 400.
Okay.
Right?
Dude, you can do this, man. I know you can do this, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? People do this every day. I sit here every day and make money like this, man. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so
So Vaughn, I want you to say the skill level that you're teaching, it is available for people all across the age group, all demographics, whether young like my son or whether somebody and everything, man, who's got a little season like Duke to
I don't have anything.
yeah.
I'm just old, and that's all. I know nothing.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just like-
That's good. You that's how you want to be, right? You cannot come to the table. The market is not going to respect our arrogance, guys.
Yeah.
If we think we know something, the market's going to show us real quick we don't know nothing,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we're watching for the market to show us what it's doing. Yeah, anybody can do it, right? Here's the downfalls. People see how much money can be made at it,
Yeah.
and they risk too much.
Get greedy.
Yeah.
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 And they wait too long, and they
Yeah.
over leverage.
Yeah.
So people are their own worst enemy in trading, right?
Yeah.
I lost a lot when I was first starting out. Okay? You know, it's no good to make $10,000 in one day if you turn around and lose $10,000 the next day.
Yeah.
That's just not smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's better to learn a process that works, make a little bit and take your bag.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can see that our entry was really solid.
Yeah.
Because this baby is just,
I mean,
it's just
she
going.
bumping.
You know
She
what I mean?
bumping,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So
So that means if we stayed in it without pulling out, we would have been making more profit.
yeah, but you'd be
But you
risking
don't
again.
want
Like
to,
if we
yeah.
did another $1 trade, it's another risk. Another $1 trade is another risk.
Yeah.
So I just try to do one trade each time,
Got it.
right?
Yeah.
And I mean one profitable trade because we lost
Yeah.
on that dollar, right? And then we went in
Yeah.
for that $2
Yeah.
to get that back, and we got some change on top of that.
Right.
So what I'm trying to figure out, how did our $2
Make 172.
got to 400? You know.
Yeah, because I was at like $3.99 something
Yeah.
already. You know what I mean? We started at like $3.99. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
so it
okay.
just put us up over the
Okay,
400
I
mark.
got it, yeah.
All right. So we talked about the EMA. Do you guys understand the EMA? Does that make sense? It shows you a bias.
Yes. From the 200 candles all the
Yeah.
way back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to see bank manipulation?
Oh, talk to us. Show us, man.
You see that?
Show us the good stuff. Yeah.
You see that?
A
That's-
big
that-
buy.
That's bank manipulation.
That one over there.
You know why? Because the banks knew that a lot of people were in for a downward trade right here. And so they pumped it up, took all that money. Right? This here, that's another bank manipulator. Right? What do the banks do, guys? They wait for a lot of people to get into the market and then they take all that
Shove
money.
it to
Yeah.
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 So we just, I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm saying it to make you aware. When you see that, time to go get something to eat, man. Time to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time to go. You know what I mean? That's not a time to trade, right? When something like that is happening.
That's why this tough. This thing is tough.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you gotta have patience. If you don't have patience in this, it will kill you.
You can't force the market. You'll lose.
So, even as I'm looking at the EMA line, see the big candle in the middle, right? That where it looked like it was a lot of bank action right there. Right.
Here?
Yep,
No,
right there.
no, man, that's a momentum candle. Look,
Yeah.
Bank is quite a big space.
that's a bank candle. When you were not moving at all, and then boom. I'll also show you how to see it because it looks like a football on the next
Somebody,
indicator that we're
that
going to
big investor came in and just zapped
Yeah,
it.
just took everything.
Yeah.
So
You know,
the EMA, if it's on top of the EMA line, you have a bias for up. If it's on the bottom of the EMA line, you have a bias for down. And that really comes into play when you're in a trending market, right? This is not a trending market. This is a stable consolidating market. That's why it's staying in the middle.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I like a trend. I mean, I like a consolidation market because you got pretty stable support and resistance, and you know you got pretty good indications with these indicators here. Okay, so any questions about the EMA line?
No, we in good shape with that. Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Champ, I'm giving you a quiz. What are the 3 things that he just talked about?
Well, he talked about, you know, the line, basically the median, pretty much. And he also talked about the line right there, you know, at the bottom, pretty much. He wants to make sure that, you know, it's in the middle, that it's not going too far up and too far down. You want to make sure that it's in the middle, pretty much. And he also talked about the pins and stuff.
Okay. Awesome. So what is that? The first line that he talked about. The R what?
It's right here, man.
Don't worry about it. I got you. The RSI. RSI line. Okay. Awesome. And then what's the next one he talked about? I'm just joking with you. Don't worry about
It's all
it.
good. So it's RSI, stochastic oscillator, and then this is the EMA, the 200 EMA.
We see it. We know it as a stoke. We're gonna hit it as a stoke.
Okay.
You know.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. So this next indicator that I'm going to show is going to be the Bollinger Bands.
So now these are the 4 strategies that you're actually really teaching to be able to say, hey, with these 4, you should be able to definitely win and be on the best side of you making profit in this market.
Yeah, so these indicators are going to show you what the market is doing, right? And if you can see what the market is doing and you can interpret the indicators correctly, then what you're doing is you're putting the probabilities on your side.
Yeah.
That you're going to win that trade.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's no 100% accurate strategy, but all you can do is put as many probabilities on your side as possible, you know, to give yourself the best chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Bollinger Band. All right, now what this shows...
Bunch of squiggly lines. Talk to me.
Yeah, yeah. What this shows is the support and resistance at any given time.
Okay.
Okay, so support is down here and resistance is up here. So if we look at just this piece here, you can see this is your bottom and this is your top. So what does it do? Goes up to the top, goes down. Back up to the top, back down. Back up to the top, back down. Okay? Starts pulling out. Now it's in a trend, a mini trend, right? Because it's underneath the 50 line. And this is like your football field analogy again.
Hey,
These are the
yep,
end zones,
yep,
right?
yep.
This is the 50 line. It's underneath. And the red army is just killing it, right?
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
winning. So the Bollinger Band also will show you overbought and oversold. Okay? See this candle right here?
Yeah.
It's pulling into oversold on the Bollinger Band. Right? That means you're probably going to have a snapback.
And
All
what
right.
you did, it went right back the next one after
Yeah.
that.
Same thing up here. Overbought. Right? this is overbought. Okay? And you do have these mini comebacks, right, that you can profit from. But you have to be careful because, once again, you're in a trend here, right? And so when you're in a trend, you're going to get a lot of overbought or oversold indications. But when you're not in a trend, like right here, your indicators are pretty good, right? So what we would see with something like this is we should see it come down to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, come down to the bottom of the RSI, come down to the bottom of the stochastic, and then start to turn around. And when it starts to turn around, that's when we get into the up trade. Same thing if it was going up to the top, right? Same deal. Okay? Now let me show you how to see that banker's candle. You see how the Bollinger Band looks like a football?
Yeah.
That's market manipulation.
Wow.
That's hardcore market manipulation, right? So you just want to stay out during times like that because you don't know what it's going to do.
Right. And but so when times like that come, you said leave, go grab you some food, relax, don't even worry about it. Or should we be looking at another stock at that point to be able to trade?
Well, you're going to find that when one of them does it, most of them are doing the same thing.
Really?
Right, yeah, because they'll come in and do that at the same time. Now, right now I'm looking at a currency pair. If your currency pair starts going bad on you, right, and it starts going like hardcore trending and you're not really wanting to trade in a trending market at that time, then go and look, right? Just look for a different pair. Look for something that's stable. Right? Like right now, we're seeing a downward trend. And I'm going to show you. You see how the stochastic won't come up to the top?
Yeah.
It just comes up to the middle and goes down.
Yep.
Downward trend. You see how we got a lot of action underneath the 50 line with the RSI? Downward trend. We got a lot of action underneath the 50 line with the Bollinger Band. Downward trend. Right? So and it's underneath the EMA, downward trend. So at least we know that we're in an overall downward trend. But I'll still go in for about, right? Because we're getting the signals here. We were oversold in the Bollinger Band. We were oversold on the RSI. We were near the bottom of the stochastic, but we are getting a cross here, a crossover. And so using those indicators, we're going to get in and see what happens with this.
45 seconds, guys. This is good, man.
Yep, it's the countdown.
So you have to wait before the RSI actually peaks and goes up before you actually invest into it?
Yeah, because you want the market to show you what it's doing. You don't want to try to anticipate. You want to wait for the market to show you what it's doing and then try to benefit from that move. Right, so when you got the momentum candle, you had the change on the RSI, you had the change on the stochastic. It's a good trade. It's a quality trade, right? That means more often than not, it'll work out. But still, it won't work out every time. All right, so that one didn't work out, and I'm still looking at a lot of downward momentum here, so I'm not going to put in another trade at this time. I will queue up my $2, right? So that when I do have another entry point, I can get in for that, right? Okay. So do you guys have any questions about the Bollinger Band?
Bollinger Band, man, looks like the mixture between the RSI, mixture between the Stoke, and then a mixture. It has that MA line actually going between the two. But yeah, literally, man, we like that. I like the football action that you showed, the banks actually being placed in there. Now, is the Bollinger Band on a 200 trade as well? 200 candlestick as well?
No, you just put in the Bollinger Band just how it comes.
Okay.
Right, so you don't need to change anything on that. Right, and the Bollinger Band, all it's doing is it's showing you support and resistance.
Okay.
At any given time. So we know that our support level is down here. We know that our resistance level is up here. And this becomes really important in the 5-bit strategy that I'm going to be showing to you guys.
Okay.
All right, so for this, let's take a look at some other options and see what's going on. here's one that's overbought, and it looks like it's getting ready to come back down. So we'll try for a downward trade there. Yes. All right, so we're looking for a downward direction. It went overbought on the Bollinger Band. It was overbought on the RSI and overbought on the stochastic. So we're looking to see if we get a downward move.
Mm.
Okay, the RSI looks like it's going down.
Yeah, see how it went back underneath that green under the 70, but it looks like it's trying to trend back up over it almost.
Well, we still got 45 seconds, so we'll see. We'll see what it decides to do here. We still got a good crossover here on the stochastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, that was so close.
Yeah.
Try one more. All right, there we go.
All right.
Nice little results. So now we're up to 402 in the account, and I'm going to set this back down to 1. Okay?
But that's crazy how you went into the trades on the other ones like, this should be good. And then you came back and you knew where it was gonna go, and then turned around and was able to go ahead and recoup all that plus gain something more.
Right. So sometimes it's just a timing issue.
Yeah.
Like you know it's going to go down, or you've got a good idea that it's going to go down, and you just barely don't make it. Well, in that case, you can put in another trade and you know.
Go ahead and recoup all your losses back.
Yeah. You recoup, and then you want to make a little on top of that. I've got, let's see if I can find it here. I don't know if I got it here.
You pretty much need to predict if it's going to go up or down, man.
Yeah, once you predict where the move is, then you're good to go. I'm going to pull this up real quick.
Recording in progress.
Can you bring your headphones?
All right, so here's some trade runs that you can do, right? This one, 1, 2, 6, 18, 54, 162, 489. Your risk is $732, and you have to have a 14% win rate. Okay?
And wonder what was that for? So is that just something like a overview?
Yeah, so this is some numbers that I put together. So that means if you trade the $1 trade, right?
Right.
And you lose that, now you put in a $2. You lose that, 6, 18, 54, 162, 489. Now you have to be able to win more than 14% of your trades, right?
Right.
To be profitable here, right? This one's a 16%, $10 up to 1,000. You're risking $1,810 on that, right? But you got to have a win rate above 16%, right? And our win rate with the strategy I'm teaching is over 50%. right? So these rates are very doable. Okay, and
So that's the 500 and the 1,000.
yeah, down here, like this is 1,500. Your win rate must be 50% or higher. That means you're doing 2 trades there, and I really don't recommend this, right? Because that's hard to do at any given time, right? To lose one trade and then immediately win the next trade is not always going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So I like doing this, these types of trades, either $1, $10, $5, just to start with, right? And then full well knowing that if I don't win those early trades, I'll recoup that money as I go higher.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Was there ever a time though, Vaughn, where you're using that strategy, right? And you may want to go from a 14% to a 16%, just maybe because you're seeing something different in the markets.
Yeah.
You're just saying, I don't like this. Maybe I need to switch to this now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got to, it just depends on how aggressive you want to be that day.
Okay.
Right? Some days you don't want to be friggin' stressed out.
Yeah.
Right? Some days
Yeah.
you just want to risk a little bit and, make a little bit and you're good. Right?
Yeah.
Other days you're like, okay, this is going to be a good day in the markets. So I'm going to just go ahead and just start with my $10.
Right.
And, with that $10 trade run, man, you can make a lot of money doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
because each trade you're winning is $10 or more. I mean, that adds up, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're just in front of the computer and you're zoned in and you're trading. So these are all of the indicators, guys. You got the stochastic oscillator, you got the RSI, you got the Bollinger Bands, and you got the EMA, right? And the nice thing about having this video go up on YouTube is anybody will be able to go back and watch it all later, right? So you
Yeah.
don't have to remember everything right now. I'm going to post it up to YouTube, and then you guys can come in and check it out later. So there's the binary options deal. Now let's look at what's going on with pocket option right now.
Can pocket options be set up the same way with every single indicator that you just talked about? Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so pocket options basically set up the same way already. I'm going to look at, because I set up all of my platforms the same way.
Okay.
Right.
So that doesn't matter what trade that you're in, you're still looking at the same thing on each one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for overbought or oversold conditions and then a reversal.
Okay.
Right? That's what I'm looking for every time, man. Because it happens over and over again in the markets.
Markets always have to recorrect themselves, man, after they continuously. Now, what does the 92% payout mean, Vaughn, when I'm looking at these payout indicators on here?
That means that if you put in $1 and you win that trade, you're going to make 92 cents. Or if you
Really?
put in $100, you're going to make $92.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that means.
So they take it away, basically.
$1,000,
Yeah,
$920 if you win that trade.
So they keep 8% then out of that, or I thought they were taking 6% from that.
Pocket option will pay you out 92%. Most brokers won't even pay you out that. So they do take that cut. Like this one gives 86%. That's what we were doing. Right?
Gotcha.
Pocket option gives 92%. All right, so I'm going to look at what I got here, guys, in my crypto wallet. Okay, so I've got, in extra funds, I've got 227.96. Okay? So let me show you how to do
Yeah,
do this, okay?
yeah.
I know it's a lot of information, but
Yeah.
this is our pocket option
Yeah,
strategy, okay?
yeah,
And this is
yeah.
going to be important. So am I going to take the full 227.96? Then that's extra for me. No, I'm not. I'm going to send in $27.96. Okay, I'm going to go to finance. That way I keep it even 200 in my wallet.
Yep.
All right. You think I'm going to give them my whole little extra?
No,
man,
no, we're not doing
No,
it.
not doing that. I got things to do. So I'm going to go to deposit. And this is what I mean when I say only invest what you can afford to lose. Right? I mean exactly this. So if I lost $27.96, Well, nobody wants to lose $27.96, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. If I lose $2,000, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, I think that's the part that I think a lot of people are trying to go on ahead and wrap their head around, right, Vaughn? If you're trading to pay your bills, what should be the minimum amount that anyone should start small first, but then being able to say, hey, my bills are $2,000 a month or $5,000 a month, or for Duke's bills is like $20,000 a month. I mean, he lives like a king. So what should be the right amount deposited so that someone could perfect their craft, follow the strategy, and also still remain in profit to making nice profits a month?
So, I mean, what can be done is you can calculate what you need to make in the markets daily,
Okay.
right? And then just shoot for that as a goal and make sure that you set your risk to reward ratio accordingly.
Okay.
Okay. But what you have to do here is don't put anything into this broker that you don't want to lose.
Okay.
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 And that pretty much goes for everything when it comes to doing this, because especially when you're first starting out, you're going to make mistakes. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to make blunders, right? You might get carried away one day. You might just have a bad day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so once you get to the point where you're profitable and you know it and you're consistent,
Yeah.
that's when you can start doing that, right?
Yeah.
You could say, okay, I need to make $200 a day, so I'm going to put in, you know, $10,000 to
Gotcha.
fight it, and I'm going to do one trade,
Okay.
and I'm going to make $400 or $500, and then I'm going to get out,
Wow.
right? I'll pull everything back out.
So in markets like these, especially with the strategy that you told us, by using the bands, by using the MA, by using the RSI, by using the stock, using all of those will allow you to have better percentages of actually hitting those marks every week, right?
Yeah, that's I mean, because that way you're trading based on what the market's doing, and you're not trading based on your guessing, right? So
Yeah.
you're not like anticipation trading. You are, you know, and you're not, you know, drawing 100 lines and throwing in a Fibonacci and doing all that. No. We're just looking at what the market's doing, and we're going along with it,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
And just imagine a waterfall, okay, like the Niagara Falls, okay?
Yeah.
We're not bringing a big barrel up there to
Yeah.
catch that water.
Yeah.
No, man, just bring one cup. Get your cup of water for the day and get out. Right? You're good. You got your cup of water. You don't need to take a whole barrel.
Yeah.
Right? That's how people get caught up.
Okay, so for someone like Champ, who's a young investor, a young trader, who's starting with this, what would be a feasible place to say, hey man, maybe you should do a demo account first, or maybe you should go in and put a little money in and just try to see and perfect the strategy?
Well, you can do a demo account all day long on Pocket Option. This is a great broker to do a demo account on.
Okay.
It's just what'll happen is you'll be winning 70% of your trades on the demo account, and then that'll work when you go into the real account for about an hour before they start coming in and trading against you. And now what you were doing in that demo account all of a sudden isn't working. Right? So you know, and so I would be remiss not to tell you guys about that phenomenon. Right? And you just got to understand that when we're doing this, we're swimming with real big dogs. The banks are not into giving us out money
At all.
right?
At all.
The brokers are not. The brokers
Right.
are trying to make money off of us, right? So we have to outsmart them,
Yeah.
right? Which
Yeah.
can be done, and the one way to do it is just take a little bit at a time.
Go in there instead of a
just take
big
little
bucket.
bit,
Hey, I'm gonna take my coffee cup. You know.
Because like think about it, you
Yeah.
throw in $10,000, the broker's like, oh, this guy just put in $10,000, right?
Yeah.
You know, let's see what he does. They don't think you're gonna pull out that first $500 trade and then pull all your money out. But you just made $500.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the next day, oh, he put in 10,000 again. All right, let's see what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he took another 500 out. Okay, no problem. And then you just kind of repeat that
Yeah.
process, right? A lot of times you're going against an algorithm. You're not even going against a real person, right?
Wow.
So
Wow.
and pocket option uses the lure method. So they lure you in by letting you win a little, and then they come in and crush you, right? So what I do is I get a little bit of that lure, and then I swim away before they got time to crush me, man. You know, I just get that worm. I get a little piece of the worm. I don't try to take the whole worm,
You're not trying
right?
to take the whole
No, I
worm.
just
None
want a little
of that.
piece of that, and then I'm out.
Vaughn, I love his strategy, champ, because that shows you how so much stuff, as if we're setting things up, can be still used against us, right? And especially with all of these markets like this. But being able to set up, remember, shout out and everything, man, to Coach Sean Hill, man, who says, man, success is in the setup, man. You know, and I love it. You see strategies like that, man, taught from so many people, and you hear some of the best. BOJ, you know, shout out to BOJ, man. Definitely my condolences, man, to BOJ losing his mom, man. Definitely.
For sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
Condolences
hard,
to
man.
him. Yeah.
So definitely, man, when you see that, but to see all the other great people, man, who are out here like Vaughn, who are killing the game, and Vaughn is just doing this thing like it's normal. Like, hey, this is everyday life for me. I'm doing this thing. It's everyday life. I love doing this, man.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing, and you gotta, is Champ your nickname?
Yep.
Champ.
Yep.
So you gotta, Champ. Here's what you gotta do, man. You got to find a strategy that works, and then you got to tune out everything else. Because when you get into trading, there's a lot of people who are going to be like, "Oh, don't do it like that, man. Use my way, man. Or use this way, or use that way," and they're just trying to sell something to you. To be honest, you know. So just once you got your strategy that's working for you, it doesn't matter what anybody else says.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know, there's a lot of sharks in these waters, guys.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it is in life.
Well, Vaughn's, let's talk about his methods. Vaughn's methods have definitely been so successful that other coaches have went to him and have turned around, and they have become very more profitable, successful trading coaches. Because of Coach Vaughn, it's strategy and being able to see things. The only thing about that I love more about Coach Vaughn, the years of experience. He's seen it all.
Oh, just go here and make a right.
He's seen it all, man.
This will be that first door on the right when you go out.
And you can't, with Vaughn, and I want to tell you this, Coach, you can't not trade Duke. You cannot trade all the years of history that you got to be able to say, yeah, I'm winning now. But like you said before, when me and you got a chance to talk when he was on my show, you said, but then there's the winter seasons, right? Everybody believes in spring and summer seasons and jumping all, heads up when that happens. What happens when the fall and the winter season comes? Are we prepared for those seasons?
Yeah, and I think that, man, a lot of traders who go in too quick and just start too quickly, they end up getting wrecked. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it multiple times, right? So it's, there's a lot to this, right? Which is why I can't just, I wish I could sit down with you guys in 10 or 15 minutes and just give you the sauce like that. Can't do it because there's so much I have to go over with you. Yeah. And there's probably no way you'll retain it all in one day, but at least we'll have it here on the channel. That way you guys can go back to it if you need to. Yeah. And, so let's see what's going on, if they got my deposit yet.
Yeah. They love taking their time with the deposits, man.
There it is.
There it is, yep.
All right, so I got my $27 in pocket option. Let's see what we can do here.
So this whole strategy is basically just, learning when to back away and not learning how to get too greedy with it before you end up losing money?
Yeah, that's a big piece of it, man. With pocket option, the strategy is getting in and doing a few trades, and then you'll see when the market manipulation starts to happen. I'll show it to you if we can today. It just depends on what the market's going to do. But once you see it start to go against you,
Run.
see, just leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that's time to go.
Run.
Well,
You
see
know?
what happens is I think Vaughn, there are so many people, they try to battle back against it like this warrior who's going in for battle, you know, and they're like, hey, let's go at this point.
Absolutely nothing to battle. No ego.
All right, so with this, I'm going to do 5% trades. Okay, so I've got $27 in there. I am on the 30-second OTC chart, and I'm going to set my time frame for 15 seconds. Okay, so this is going to be really fast. These trades are going to, you know, we're just looking for real quick moves, and we're looking to benefit from that. $1.35 is 5% of this account, so I'll only risk 5% per trade, right? Because I want to guard my bag. I don't want to throw all my $27 away in one trade, right? I want to be able to do multiple trades. Okay, so we've got a good situation here, but I would want to see this come out a little bit more before it starts to go down. And we'll just see what it does. Okay, looks like it's starting to go into the overbought territory. Now we could get a lot of signals, right? We could get that momentum candle. We could get that crossover. You know, there's a lot of different things that we're looking for here. You know, if we see these start to cross back over, if we see the momentum candle, that big red candle that starts falling down, that's a good indication that the market is changing, right? Right now, it's still going up, so why am I going to place a down trade?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to place a down trade when the market's trending up. I'm going to wait to see that red candle. I'm going to wait to see that crossover, right? And then $1.35 is only 5% of my bag here.
Imagine if that's like a $5,000 account. You know, you're talking about a 10% is what? 500 and 5% is $250. You know, look how profitable at that point that you could actually be doing, and what you're probably getting back about $230 or something like that, $240.
You better make sure you can win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like a big money there.
Yeah.
that is the potential, right? That is the potential. But I steer new traders away from doing that because I don't want you guys to lose your money real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so we see it's hitting a bit of resistance up here, and it just broke through it. So we're gonna wait to get the indicators on our side.
See, all these are life. The trade is life right now.
Yeah, this is all live. Yeah, this is all live. I mean, I'm only trading with $27, so I mean, I don't want to lose it. But if it loses it, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, and that's the whole thing about investing what you can afford to lose. All right, so we're getting a little bit of red, but we're still not seeing we're seeing a little bit down here, but we're still not seeing the real crossovers. So it's all a patience game for right now. Now this is same as a Bollinger Band. It's a Keltner channel times 2. You got the stochastic oscillator here, the RSI, and these are 30-second candles, and it's going to be a 15-second entry. You can only do that on OTC, right?
Really?
Yeah. Because Pocket Option knows that you can even do a 5-second on OTC. Because at any time it can go in there and switch your trades, right? And start going against you.
Yeah.
So this looks like it could be the opening of a reversal candle. We'll see what it does. Nope, it's a fake out. That's why you don't want to get in too early.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So this whole thing is just having patience, basically.
Yeah, it's waiting for the indicators. This is good. This is starting to come down. So get into a trade there. All right, so these are only 15 seconds.
Now it's pushing back up, huh?
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. All right, so the outcomes are we lost 1 and we won 4. And we've brought our bag up to 30.61.
Okay, let's profit.
Wow.
Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll take the 3061 times 0.05. Now we can change this to $1.53. Still 5%. Now percentage trading boosts you on the way up and it protects you on the way down.
Okay.
So if you're losing, your percentages are going to protect you. If you're
Right.
winning, your percentages are going to push you up further and higher. All right, so we got the move on that one. Okay, you see we got that move right there.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to move on to other things. See if we can find another setup.
So now OTC, you said, is the only one that allows you to do the 5 seconds, 15-second trading, 30-second trading.
Right. And you want to get in and get out pretty quick before they start picking up on what you're doing, before the algorithm starts picking up on what you're doing and starts going against you.
Yeah.
See how this is way up here like this?
Yeah. It's above the line.
Yeah,
Man.
but it has been up here a really long time and it hasn't crossed back down, so that indicates it's trending up powerfully. So I actually would stay away from that.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't get in. It's going sideways.
This is giving us a decent signal. I just hope that we're not too late. All right, we'll see if this one works out. All right, so that one worked out. I think we won all 5 of those. Oh, nope, we lost one. We won 4 out of 5. So that brings us up to...
I like that. Those odds are definitely stacked for the favor, man.
Brings us up to 34.72. All right, so at this point, I'm going to check... I'm going to check my percentage increase calculator. Okay. This is the Omni calculator, percentage increase calculator.
Okay.
We had an initial value of 27. We're now up to 34.72. That's a 28% gain. Okay? So
Wow.
let me show you the next step. I'm going to go to my finance. And I'm going to withdraw that whole amount. So I put in 27, and now I'm going to withdraw 34.72, and I'm going to be happy with that. It's a 28% gain, bro.
Almost 30%.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to push it any further than that.
Shout out to you, boy.
And you did all that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right, now I got to stop sharing the screen because I'm going to do my wallet address here.
But think about that. What you just did, Vaughn, 30%, 30%. People are excited over doing that in like less than that in 1 month.
2 years.
Yeah. It's that is the power of binary options. But you have to pay attention
you gotta
to
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Do I want to keep trading? You bet I do. I just won 8 trades out of 10. I want to keep trading.
Yeah.
But I'm smart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my bag. I ain't going to keep trading and lose that whole bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see. We're going to do 2FA.
You said I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Like 28, just like that.
You better know what you're doing.
I'm trying to tell you,
You
man.
better know what you're doing. If
Yeah.
not, you'll be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, if I can get out with a 28% gain, that's gonna make me feel good for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's an accomplishment, right? And if
Yeah.
you can, and that's a little victory,
Yeah.
right? And so what do we got to do? We got to celebrate our little victories,
Yeah.
right? And that's because Lord knows there's enough people in this world that are gonna try to squash us down,
Yeah.
right? And there's a lot of
Yeah.
negativity that tries to come at us.
Yeah.
So when we could sit there and say, man, I made 28% on my trade.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm cool. That gives me a little bit of armor, a
Yeah.
little suit of
Yeah,
armor
yeah,
for me, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so
But imagine you did that, and I'm just saying this out loud. Imagine you did that, and it was $1,000 on there. You just won almost $300 for the day, like $280, $290 for the day.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've done that many times. I've done that many times, right? Yeah, because like, look, let's say I've got $8,400, right? I just had a couple of good things happen, a couple of good breaks.
Yeah.
I log into my Exodus wallet, boom, I got $8,400.
Yeah.
Why don't I take 1,400 of it and put it in there, and that way I still got $7,000, right? Because I'm gonna put that $7,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still got my $7,000. Don't put 1,400 in there and risk 5% of that, and then win 8 out of 10. If you can do that, that's the bag, man. It's $300 or $400. You know, more, maybe 5. You know what I mean?
So now at that point, do we profit take at that point? Take the 30, 20, almost 30% that we run out, and just leave the 1,400 in, or what?
No. You take it all out. So you grow that 1,400 to like 2,100, and pull it all out, baby. Don't leave nothing in that broker.
Yeah.
Because that broker will remember you.
Yeah.
And next time you log in, it'll be like, oh, I got something for you. I got something for you this time. No, don't leave nothing in that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay?
That's where people blow out their
Yeah. That's why they blow their counts, man.
Yeah. Especially with pocket option. And you know, one thing about me is that I tell it like it is, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Can you make money at pocket option? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to play the game, man. Don't let them beat you with that game. Because if they can, they will. They're in here to make money too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can't believe, Vaughn, you just made money in minutes. And we've been in some platforms, right, where the people were making 25%. Yeah, we shout you out. 25% in a month. And people were, and you wasn't even getting the whole 25%. It was like, what, 22%, right, dude? In a month. And this was just minutes. And say, hey, I can take my money, withdraw, and keep moving, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also shows you that if a platform actually has real competent traders, they can do those kinds of things. Like if I wanted to, I could pay somebody 1% a day, right? Because if I can make 28 or 29% in the day, I can keep all the rest of that money. And then pay you 1%. You know what I mean? So I don't do it because I'm a convicted felon and I don't even want to risk it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because look what's happening to people in crypto.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the feds coming after them.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's bad and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I already got a record.
So you don't trade for anybody?
No, I trade for me. Yep, and I do it just like a job.
Yep.
I clock in and I work my hours, man, right here at this computer.
But you're coaching so many people. Has there ever been times when you're coaching and it's like they have their own strategies? They may have been trading before. What we talked about earlier, it may have been seasoned, right?
Yeah.
And then you're having a combative argument of why your style is correct versus why their style is correct. Nope.
I don't argue, man.
Everybody have their own ego.
Yeah,
Let them
I don't argue with
Let
them,
them
bro.
have
You know what I mean? Like I know that the way that I teach it works.
Yeah.
And
you just showed us 30%, man, in less than a few minutes.
What I would say is, if your strategy works so well, why are you here?
Yeah.
Right? Why are you seeking my counsel if you've already got a profitable strategy?
Yeah.
Right? And that's also a good question for a lot of people who overhype their trading strategy.
Yeah.
You got to ask yourself, why is this person hyping this up so much? There's a lot of bells and whistles here. They're making a lot of promises, and they're selling something, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, which is nothing wrong with that. I sell a course. I sell 2 trading courses.
Yeah.
Right. I do that too. The difference is I actually do this for a living. Right,
Yeah.
so it's not something where it's just like, okay, I'm trying to hype it up on the internet and just get sales like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about pocket option, we talked about IQ option. We did some good trades in both of those. All right, and you guys who are tuning in, feel free to ask any questions that you got while we're here. If the questions come in, I will answer them. Okay. Also, if you're here, you should come to my my deal today. I'm doing a Shao Bank presentation today. Oh, did you know I made agent already?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm not, man.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I'm
What?
not. Yeah, already.
What?
I had 2 months to do it.
Yeah.
I made it in like 2 weeks, bro.
I
I got the contract. I got it right here. So I'm gonna be getting as long as I do my part, they give you weekly pay, bro. Just straight up pay.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have, I mean, you get bonuses if you hit good numbers,
Yeah.
but it's a thing where you don't even really have to be bringing people in like that.
Yeah.
Because you've proven
Yeah.
that you have ability, so they give you that contract. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing the Shao deal today, and I got one guy who hit me up from your show, and I'm still gonna give him that deal because we're boys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but the
shout
deal's
out.
over for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I had that agent.
Yeah.
All right. 5-bit. I really enjoy this platform. Okay? And with this, you have a lot of control over your trading.
Okay.
Okay? So what this is a crypto trading platform, and right now I'm on Bitcoin Cash. Right? So it's showing me that we're in an overall upward trend, right? I can tell that because of this line right here, the 200 EMA. Okay? Also, you see how this is chilling up over that 50 line?
Yes, sir.
That also shows me it's in an upward trend. And then we also have got an upward indicator here. So there's a lot of good reasons, right, to get in for an upward trade. Okay. And if I wanted to do that, there's a tool right here. It looks like this. You click on it, and it's a long position. If you want to go up, that's a long position. If you want to go down, that's a short position. So I would click my long position, put it right here. And then I put my stop loss real tight, okay? Like right there. And then I would put my take profit right here at the top of the Bollinger Band. Okay, let me show you. All right. And so what I would do is I would place a limit order here. I would put in the price that I want to get in at, because it shows you that it's at 44.820, right? I put my stop loss at 44.761, right? And I put my take profit up here at 450.15, right? And then what happens is you plug that in, and then it automates it. So when the market goes back up, boom, it puts you in the trade, right? If you go up here, you make a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you go down and hit your stop loss, guess what?
You're out of the trade.
You'll lose like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
So you can lose $3 or $4, lose $3 or $4, lose $3 or $4, make $78. Lose $3 or $4, lose $3 or $4, make $105. Lose $3 or $4. You see, and that's how it works. And you just go on like that because you put your tight stop loss, right? Now that is really crucial, and that is real sauce for somebody who wants to be a trader, because it gives you a more control. Binary options, man, if it doesn't go your way, you're out and they got that money.
Yeah.
This one, if it doesn't go your way, you can get out and only lose a little bit. But then if it does go your way, you're gonna make more.
So
What do you call this type of option?
yeah.
So this is a traditional forex trading, and
Okay.
this is with crypto.
So
And
this is 5-bit. That
this is 5-bit.
okay.
Yeah, and guys, if you sign up for these, make sure you use the links in my description, okay?
Yeah.
Because these have affiliate programs too, right? So if I sign up for something under you, I'm gonna use your link.
Yeah.
If you sign up for one of these, make sure you use my link, right? So show me that love, and same thing for you guys watching on YouTube. So this is getting ready to come back up. If I wanted to, I could get into a trade right now. All right. Now, personally, what I like to do is I like to wait till everything is showing me oversold.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is showing me oversold. Everything. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't look like it's in a trend to me, right?
Right.
It says it's in a trend, but I don't trust it, bro, because this is just moving side to side, right? So
Right.
that's why I would wait on something like that. But if I wanted to risk it, I could. And I would lose a little bit of money if I lost, and I would make a heck of a lot of money if I won. This is a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, right? That means I lose $1 to make $3.
Okay.
Okay, and with something like that, you just gotta, you got to be right more often than you're wrong.
Yeah.
And if you follow my strategy to the T and you don't deviate from what I teach you guys, then you will be right more than you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right, and all of a sudden, you just got yourself a new source of income.
This is exactly the kind of option I want to trade.
Yeah, good. This is what you should do then.
Yeah, this is for this format
Yeah.
where I get in, get the right setup,
Mm-hmm.
so that when I, just like you said, put the stop loss so close,
Yep.
and that profit, once it gets there, it cuts you off, right?
Yeah. Yep. You can put your stop loss and your take profit.
Yeah.
And then you can just walk away from the trade. I mean, it'll let you know when you hit that stop loss. It'll go
yeah.
boop,
Because
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
what I can do is keep watching the screen. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I try to do it,
Uh,
this is just exactly this traditional trading, option trading is best for me.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, see, right now we would be in profit a little bit right here.
yeah, okay.
You see that? So we would want it to go up a little bit more and then, take our profit out,
That's it.
right? If it goes all the way up to the top, that's a nice profit.
Yeah,
If not, we can still take our profit out while we're in profit. Another thing you can do is you can move your stop loss into profit. So now you're in profit, and now it
If
stopped you
comes
out, so
down,
you're not
yeah,
going to lose,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Now you're going to win no matter
Yeah.
what,
yeah,
right? You
Yeah.
move your stop loss up into profit,
yes.
and that's all to the good. And it works best, guys, when you follow all of these indicators,
All the
right?
indicators,
And when
yeah.
you're in at a good time in
Yeah,
the market,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to take every
Too
trade.
much
You don't.
guesswork into it.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the market all the time, right?
Yeah.
You want to go in when it's giving you the signal.
Yeah.
Right now, this isn't really moving, man. This is just kind of
It's kinda sideways.
sideways. It's not really doing
Yeah,
anything.
it's not.
So I would want to wait to get, for this to open up a little bit and to give us some nice up and down action,
Yeah,
right? Like this on the stochastic, nice up and down action, right? And then that's a great time to trade. And then I might put in 4, 5, 6 trades. I mean, for example, yesterday I was just sitting there. It would go up into overbought,
Right.
I place a sell,
Right.
make my money. And then it would go down into oversold, place a buy, goes up and overbought. I was just doing that over and over again, man. Sitting there on the phone,
Making money. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's exactly what I tell him all the time.
Yeah.
See all this, I want to be on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
doing.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
doing. I was doing that.
I could be talking to people, just okay, no problem. I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So all of these strategies, guys, that I teach you can work here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and end the stream.